Alrighty boys and girls, it's time for the final mother sauce, one of which I'm sure many of you are already very familiar with. That's right, it's none other than a good old Hollandaise. If you've ever had Eggs Benedict before, then you know exactly how good this sauce can be. So much so that it can be argued that everything else that makes up an Eggs Benedict basically functions as a vessel for serving the sauce. Out of all the mother sauces, it's objectively the quickest one to make, and if you follow these few simple steps, you won't need to worry about the sauce splitting or ending up with scrambled eggs. Before we move on, for those of you new to the channel or who haven't done so already, do consider subscribing by clicking the button that says subscribe at the bottom of the channel. And as a way to say thank you, here's a picture of a baby raccoon. Now that you've turned that red button grey, it's time to make some Hollandaise. For convenience sake, I recommend getting all these ingredients ready beforehand. Hollandaise can move pretty quickly, and we don't want to end up with scrambled eggs. Begin by melting your butter. If you're afraid of burning your butter, just do this slowly over medium to low heat. Some people prefer using clarified butter, which basically involves removing the milk solids from the liquid. However, if you're lazy like me, then just leave it in. Once your butter is melted, I recommend transferring it into anything with a spout for easier pouring. Next, place a pot on the stove, pour in some water and bring it to a boil. While the water is heating up, place your egg yolks into a big bowl. In a nutshell, we'll be using a bain-marie or double boiler, and we don't want the bottom of the bowl touching the boiling water. So you'll have to rely on personal judgment to decide on the amount of water and the size of the bowl and pot. To the eggs, add a small squeeze of lemon juice or a small splash of tarragon vinegar, as well as a splash of white wine. I find that the wine gives it another layer of flavor that elevates your sauce. If you don't have wine on hand, then a bit of water works as well. It just won't be as tasty. Using the largest whisk you can find, begin beating the mixture. The larger the whisk, the more bubbles you will form and the quicker this will be. Whisk it until it becomes a pale yellow, gain some volume and starts to leave ribbons on the surface just like this. What we're doing here is emulsifying the mixture. If you fail to do this step properly, then the sauce is gonna split. Once that's done, place the bowl over boiling water and continue whisking. As you whisk, slowly drizzle in your butter. If you feel that the sauce is thickening too quickly, or if the bowl is getting too hot, just lift it off the pot for a little bit to let it cool down. Once all the butter has been incorporated, add in a pinch of salt and taste for seasoning. If you feel that the sauce is a bit too thick, add in a splash of lemon juice or vinegar and whisk to combine. You should end up with a nice velvety smooth sauce that coats the back of the spoon just like this. Proceed to generously pour it over whatever you want and enjoy. And there you have it, how to make a Hollandaise. Keep in mind that this is one of those sauces that's best made fresh and consumed within 2 hours. Just cover it and keep it warm until you're ready to serve. If this video got you craving an Eggs Benedict, don't worry, I got you covered. The recipe for that can be found up here or in the description. It also uses a slightly more forgiving method when making the sauce, so you can give that a try and let me know which method you prefer. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. We'll probably be moving on to bigger recipes soon, so stay tuned for that. Also, let me know in the comments down below what are some of your favorite toppings for Eggs Benedict. Some people like bacon, some people like ham, some people like smoked salmon, some people like all of them. I'm interested to know your thoughts. But for now, I'll say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next video.